Hello guys, how are you? Today I want to show you how to color grade an image coming from a super camera. In this case is the RED V RAPTOR X. The scene belongs to my last short film, and I just want to clarify that this is just my personal flavor, that's all. The whole picture was already graded by a company here in Spain called WIP.MOV, and the experience was amazing. I hope you enjoy with the process, and as usual, if you have any comment, please put it below, and if you like the content, subscribe to my channel. Cheers! So, this is Resolve 19. I will pick up my hero frame just here, and as I said, this came from the RED V RAPTOR. We shoot at 6K, and the most important thing here is this 16-bit depth. What it does mean? It means that we are dealing with something really good. It's top of the top, this footage. Okay, the clip is amazingly well exposed. Okay, everything is in the right place. We can see what is inside and outside too. And my idea here is just explaining step by step what is happening in every single node. Okay. So this is the Rec 709 footage. And the place, the classroom, everything are taking us to the blue area of the vector scope, and that's perfect. Because the short film was shot in red, this is the right configuration for the color space transform, and of course the output gamma will be Rec 709A because I'm working in a Mac. Okay, as usual, I use my basic node tree as the first approach to my image. I touch saturation, contrast, and a very primary correction. And the first thing I am gonna do now is to reduce some exposure to the scene, okay? Just a little bit. Here. In these three new nodes is where we are gonna start moving our image where we really want. In this case, I wanted something green, so I used my printer lights to get this look, okay? Great. Now, because I needed to keep the attention in the interior of the classroom, I used the first node just to reduce the highlights a little bit. I'm touching down the more exposed areas of the frame. Look what's happening here. This other node is just to make more powerful what is happening just in the other side of the vector scope, in the shadows and in the middle. I used my custom curve and I raise up right here. Now it's much better, right? Now it's time to fix the skin tones of our characters, so I just create two parallel nodes. The first one is just remove some red. I used the hue versus hue curve. I'm going to maximize the image to check better what I'm doing. And here in the vector scope you can see very clear that we are getting closer to the skin line, so we are in the right direction. And in the second one we are going to remove some saturation to the orange of our skin tone. I use the hue versus sat curve, of course. What we want is to look natural, but I didn't want a very pop image. That's not the idea. Okay, let's see the whole picture with these two nodes on and off. Now, in this node, what I'm looking for is to push just a little bit more into the green world. I used other tool, the color warper. Let's maximize this. Yeah. And the change was smooth, but enough to transform the cyan of the walls into green. I close this, and the next node is just to balance the final image from a saturation point of view. And if I open the sat versus sat curve, I'm gonna move this window to check it better. What I did is to push up the less saturated areas and to reduce the more saturated areas. If we see the image, this change is minimal, but believe me, it works much better. Okay, this node here is just to push up the exposure in the center of the frame, and I use again a custom curve, and I push up these 2 keyframes in the middle of the curve, just to make the image more powerful right on this area. Let's see before and after. Very good. Now it's time to create these 3 power windows, just to get dark the borders of the image. I just create 2 keyframes in this custom curve, and I push down the exposure just here. The first one is just here below. The second one is on the top, and the last one here on the right. If we see the image, the difference with and without these nodes is amazing. Take a look. Now I add 2 more nodes. The first one is a glow effect. It's a very powerful tool, but you need to use it very carefully. My idea here is just to push up the light coming from the windows of the image. The outside is not important for me, so this smoothie effect is perfect, as you can see. And the second one is the focus background. I use it just to reduce sharpness in the key areas of the frame. For this particular case, I use it everywhere, but you can see that clearly here on this area behind this character and here on the floor. Okay, now the final touch. I started with this node. As you can see here, the back of the lady is red, so I wanted to make this color alive. I use the color slide for that. The tone of the red in the back is more effectively used. You can feel it, right? This next node is something that I used all the time in my videos. Is the Lum versus Sat curve in order to reduce luminance in the dark areas of the image. This is a very good way to keep clean your footage. And this last node is the grain. Because this is a short film, I added this 35mm 400T film grain. Let me show you how it works. And that's it. Let me show you the before and after result. Enjoy!